And here we are, Laughing Lotus Wellness. Jen, Purpose Coach and Expert here. Super excited to be showing up with you guys today, doing something just a little bit different. So I don't typically sign on and talk about all the things that are going on, but today I'll make an exception. I am so excited to be able to share with you guys that I have some big things that are working going on, and I wanted to be able to make sure I hopped in live to announce some things, but also to give you a chance to ask any questions before we actually get rolling with all of these things that are coming at us. So, drum roll. Number one, I actually have a book on Amazon. It is live. I'm super excited. I have published Release How to Start Letting Go of Expectations. This is actually live on Amazon. I'm trying to get that free, so give me a day. I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll be able to actually get this off and a link to everyone so that you can actually get a copy of it for free for the next 5 days. So, book written for letting go of expectations and really the beginning part of those journeys, because it's a bigger thing than that. And it's also really one of the beautiful bases of the journey that I take all of my coaching clients on. So if you've ever been curious about what coaching looks like and sounds like, that's actually one really great way. And it's a short read, you guys. It's literally like 26 pages and there's like pictures. So it's not like, I mean, it's not all pictures, but it's not like a big, long, heavy read. It's short, sweet, to the point. There's exercises in there. I give you some takeaways. It's like a jam-packed little short and sweet e-reader that I just wanted to get off of my heart because it's stuff that I keep talking about over and over again. So that's always a sign to me that it's stuff that we all could use a little bit of like nourishing in. And so that is what prompted that book. So again, that's Release How to Start Letting Go of Expectations by me. It's on Amazon. You can go and find it right now. It's live this morning. I was so excited. I was like, it is up and running. It feels like a gigantic dream come true for me. I've always wanted to be an author and write books. I have a bigger one in the works, which I actually might break down upon some wisdom and some thinking. I think many of us are really looking for short and sweet reads for things that we can just kind of absorb on the fly in our lives, because everyone is feeling pretty busy and or tapped out after COVID and all the things. And so I really love the idea of those short and sweet reads. So that's really what this is, based on my clinical wisdom, based on coaching history. I hope you're going to find some really lovely wisdom in there to at least start that journey, if you will, of moving into having some skills around release. And I want to say this to that point. The neat thing about this idea of release is actually something I do with everybody. It's a practice, and not exactly in the way that I've outlined in the book, but darn close, because I want you to understand that base that we're building from in this book is how I would look at every single situation, essentially. That's the lens, and I'll introduce the lens and ideas. Yay, thank you. And so I'm super excited. I'm like, ooh. And so I think that it's a really nice place to springboard from, because we're talking about old stories and things like that in there. And that's so valuable. I cannot emphasize enough. You're going to need to do this work if you're going to do personal growth work at any point. So it's really accessible. It's me talking like I talk to you here. There's swears, there's some pictures, there's some references. I actually offer up a free meditation in there, but you have to get the book to get it. So you have to go in, and there's a PDF and a really neat meditation that I've offered up for people who go in and take a read. So it's going to be 99 cents, my friends. I'm not going to like make $1 gazillion off of it. It was really kind of an effort to just reach out and give that to people. So a couple of things. One, please go get it. I'm going to try to get it to you all for free. That's the goal. That's number one. And then please rate and review that for me if you would, because that's a really big deal. I really hope to get this message out to people. And if I think about it, I'm going to write it down, what I might talk about for a real quick second here, because I had a big inspiration today. So again, this is what it looks like. There's a woman who's looking a little bit sad in the front, and it's actually teal. It's super blue the way you guys are seeing it, but it's actually teal and gold. My brand colors. I know, strange, huh? It's live. Go look me up. I'm so excited. And so this is number one. Okay, two. This Wednesday is in 2 days from now. 2 days. I'm hosting my first live masterclass. And I'm super excited about it, you guys. It's complimentary. It's also free. And don't miss out on it. It's going to be an hour and a half. It starts at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, goes till 9 p.m. And so it's an hour and a half. We're going to get in there, get some work done, and then hop back out, right? It's always good. Like I said, even with the book, trying to drop in some wisdom and then get you all moving on your way. So I hope you'll come and join me. And if you would like to do that, please go to the website. That's laughinglotuswellness.com. Again, that's laughinglotuswellness.com. Click on book an appointment. Right there, it's the only thing that populates right now because you have to go through me to book anything else. You have to, like coaching, any of those things, free consults, you have to go through me personally. So you can email me for that. But I'm super excited. When will you send the links out for Wednesday night class? You can go, I'm not sending out a link. You can go, well, you could find it. I have actually advertised in a couple places, particularly Facebook is really easy. But if you go to my website, even through like Instagram and go to my link, that takes you to my website, book an appointment right in there. There's one box. You can't miss it. Super easy to sign up. All I get your email so I can send you the Zoom link for our webinar that evening. Super done and done. Okay. Go get that done. This is going to come and go. I will record it. So come and join me for the masterclass. Okay. It's going to be so fun. And I'm super excited to bring in more of that wisdom and insight about release, right? We're going to be talking more about, we've been talking about this entire month. This is like the culmination of all of the things. Going to do some exercise, going to do, not like physical, like calisthenics, but like we're going to be doing like some like activity and some conversating. And we're going to end with a meditation. We might end a little bit early with a meditation, come back into the space because I want to make sure I'm tucking everybody in and answering questions and things like that. I'm super, super excited. And so, yeah, go in right into the, either my website directly is really easy because that's where we're going to go. In Facebook, if you're on Facebook, you can go in and I have created, there's some posts that I have, and I almost always try to remember to drop the link right in the comments. So I try to make it as easy as I can for you all because I want to make it accessible. So Wednesday evening, 7:30 to 9, we've got a masterclass coming up. So super excited about that. I cannot wait to share space with you guys in an intimate community. Woo woo, super excited. Okay, so that's a biggie. And I really want to make sure we remember Amazon book, woo woo, super excited. And 2, I'm super excited to bring you guys that free complimentary masterclass on release. And so we're going to step into more of this goodness that we've been stepping into all month. And I cannot wait to share that time with you guys. I'll have a handcrafted meditation as always. So we're going to have some experiential things. I really like that. For any of you that have done any coaching with me, any of my classes, you know that I roll with some activity, some meditation, some talking and education. I like a blend of all of that. That's what, of course, my masterclass will look like because that's how I roll. So I hope to see you there. The last thing I want to mention, and I'm going to hit this harder when I'm done with the masterclass because right now I'm laser focused. Laser focused. I want you in that masterclass with me. I'm going to build up a handful of them. This is number 1. And this is all kind of moving in the direction of radical self-care. So you're going to hear me use that language quite a bit. And so this is really a lesson in radical self-care. And that's what, the book is supporting that journey, right? The book is in that same vein. The masterclass is in that same idea. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm hosting a summit with 5 other women all about self-care. So I'm super excited to be bringing this to you. These are brilliant women that I have met in the business community that I adore. And they are all going to be bringing in content for you. It's 6 evenings. Now, don't get overwhelmed by that because here's how it lays out. We begin it on November 9th. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of 1 week. The following week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So it's not a huge time commitment. It's an hour at a time. And really what that is to make space for question and answers at the end. So we want to make sure you all have a chance to engage with us and ask questions. It's going to feel very much like a webinar format. And so we are each of us, someone's talking about just, the ideas behind self-care. Someone else is coming in and talking about the power of no. Someone else is coming in and talking about the power of intuition. Someone is going to be talking about human design, Heather, right? So my friends are all going to be coming in and pulling in their magic, and I end the entire deal. So I will be on the 18th. So I'm on the very last night. I'm like, will anyone be left? So I'll be on the last tonight talking all about, of course, radical self-care and purpose. And so that's why I'm just prompting you right now, getting that energy flowing, because come January, I'm going to be doing another one of my women's communities, which I'm so, so excited about. It's going to be intimate. It's actually going to be smaller than the one I did this summer. Thank you, Max. Thank you. I'm so excited. Max or Maxwell? Do you like Maxwell better? I just naturally called you Maxwell, but thank you. I'm super excited. So in January, I'm going to host a retreat on the 2nd of January. It's a Sunday. It's after New Year's is done. We're going to be vision boarding, meditating, doing all the things. Anyone that's ever done it kind of knows all the jam. It's a whole day. It's brilliant. It's so fun. So wait, so what was this live about? This live is about all the big stuff I've got going on. Is it all offered on Zoom? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. So, and so we have a reset retreat coming in January. That's going to kick us off. And then my women's group is going to begin again on, I want to say January 12th. Forgive me. It's a Wednesday night. And that's going to run again a really nice amount of time. That's about 12 weeks long. It's a really intense journey, but it's so beautiful. And there is so much power in what happens in that community. So it's really intentional this go around to keep it actually even more intimate than it was the first go around. So I'm like really excited. There's going to be some shifts and changes. You're so welcome. And so there's going to be some shifts and changes even from the first time. This is like, radical self-care 2.0, right? Lotus style. And so we're going to be bringing it in, and I'm super stoked about that. So I hope that you will come and be able to join me for any or all of these things. But what my point is, and I really want you to hear, is the domino effect of the things we're setting up for you to have this incredible experience right around the new year. It's going to be so beautiful. It lays out so nicely. So truly, anyone that wants to do any of those journeys, popping in, grabbing that freebie book, which, like I said, I'm going to be advertising like mad, because I really need you guys to go over and nab that and hopefully review and comment on that. And so we can build up some juice on Amazon for it and get it rolling. Some ideas to do a series. That was just one. Oh my God, so much work. Oh my God. You're like, an e-reader, that's nothing. Okay. I'm just telling you, that was one for the books. Oh, that sounded really cliche and stupid when I said that. What I mean was, it was way harder than I freaking thought it was going to be. So, but it is my intention to continue putting out little bite-sized pieces of information that hopefully help continue to support that journey that you're on. And so we're really going to kick it off again. You get that book, and you can take a read, there's lessons, there's little questions. I mean, it's a power punch. It's almost a little bit like a combination between a read, educational, spiritual, but also a little bit of like a book club style questions, or you could just sit down with your own notebook or journal and answer the questions. However you want to do that, you take it as you like. So it's neat because there's actually things to kind of engage your thoughts and get you doing the process. It's not just thinking about the process, it's starting to do the process. And then again, this Wednesday, masterclass, super excited, bringing that in hot. Cannot wait to do that class with all of you. So please go get signed up. Again, laughinglotuswellness.com. Go over, get your spot. And then all I do is send you out that link when we're ready and we're fired up and going to get in there on Wednesday and spend some time together. Super exciting. And then in a couple weeks is that summit. I will be laying these things out for you as much as I can as I go. I just wanted to get and announce the big, really like coming up close in the timeline offerings, so that you had the chance to either ask questions and or get them in your head, look at your books, see if you got time. I would love to have that with you, that journey of looking at release, particularly because we're going to be coming into November and December. And for January, what we're really looking at is we're looking at a reset. And so that's why the retreat is called Reset. So all of the steps that I have, they're really intentional. They're not like accidental throwing spaghetti at something. They're really intentional, and it's building a skill to a skill to a skill to a skill. And I hope that makes sense. So what I'll be doing with time is explaining and walking you through all of those skills. So if you guys like the book, I'll continue to do that. And like I said, I have a really big one that I've created that I've been working on for some time, but that's going to be a much slower journey, because that's like life story, all sorts of stories and all sorts of life lessons that I learned from being a clinician. And so I love that one because it's like all my client stories are written all over my heart, and then they feel like they get to have a legacy by being a part of a book with me. And so I won't be like naming names. It's not like that, but it's just that their stories are in there and they are the absolute inspiration for why I showed up and was able to share that wisdom with all of you. So I have so much gratitude for them. So I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna tell you what, you guys, I was up till 10:30 last night. But I'm going to bring in the humor for a minute. If you were already with me in meditation this morning, you know the story, but it's worthy of a good chuckle. Was not done till 10:30 last night. Absolutely exhausted. Finally get everything uploaded to Amazon, which is like just its whole own entity. Hope I've done it right. Been working on it since 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Jump in the shower. My daughter, you guys, Jack pooped on the floor everywhere. So my husband goes and cleans up. So we have Poopalooza in my bedroom. I'm exhausted. I mean, like when I say to you, by the time this whole thing's, and I can hear my husband grumbling as he's cleaning it up and I'm showering, and I start to get a case of the like delirious giggles. You ever had this experience where you're so overtired that you're like, all I can do right now, I'm either going to laugh, I'm going to cry and weep. I don't know. I opted for laughter. I don't know. I was like bent over, like crying. Like our whole family was like one bundle of a hot mess last night. That's all I can say. Oh my God. So I'm coming to you guys like crawling up the, like the road towards you guys, like just, army man style, because I'm so tired. And also so super excited. So I want to invite you guys to know that all these things are coming. You'll see Flat Stanley ads too. I'm going to apologize ahead. I'm going to inundate you with them for a minute. I really want you to get the book. I really want you in that masterclass. Okay. So that's something that's so important to me. Sharing that time and space and continuing to build on this idea and skill of release is really, truly one of the pivotal things that you can do to begin to open up space for new material. Okay. I was going to talk about that. I'm not going to. Well, I could talk about it. Okay. So I'll leave you with this. So I'm thinking about what I stand for. So I think one of the things that I think is really important is talking about, I've been talking quite a bit lately about my platform and what I hope to leave, right? Because I talk about purpose. I talk a lot about working with middle-aged women. That's kind of, my wheelhouse, and it's what I know. And all of that's built on my platform. And what's your platform? Your platform is really your biggest value sets, right? What you hope to bring, though, right, to the world. And so I was thinking about this and I thought, that's a really powerful thing. I don't know that I've ever really talked about. And so I want to say this, that leaving this here, dropping this here, the platform of my being looks like these things: humor, fun, personal growth, celebration. I'm going to be honest. I think we need to celebrate shit all the time. I think that celebrating things all the time keeps us so aware of time passing and honoring that and honoring the steps of the journey as we take them. And so I'm such a huge fan of celebration. I am such a huge fan of hope and providing and offering the venue for people to step into hope and inspiration. My middle name is Hope. My parents knew something. I don't even know. I hid it most of my life until I got to really in adulthood. And I was like, oh my God. But first I hated it. I'm going to be honest. Hope. Okay. And yes, it's built on purpose, but I want you to really understand that underlying all of my work is really what's always, it's the foundation I build it on. When I say platform, I think foundation. Okay. So each of us that comes out into social media, we're in the world, we're doing our thing, we're building our business, we're building our brand, our volunteering, our philanthropic ideas, whatever it is, whatever your jam is, even your personal life, your life has a platform. You have things you stand for. Okay. And so I just thought it would be really powerful to drop that in here, that I have such a powerful connection to finding quiet in meditation, to personal growth, to celebration, to hope and inspiration, to motivation, to really inspire you to continue to be on your journey to get you to the best version of who you can be. And so my hope is that, right? And someone once said this, and this is such a beautiful way to say it. It's like, I hope that everywhere I go, I leave it just a little bit better than when I found it. And so that is one of my platform goals, is like wherever I go, I want to sprinkle a little bit of something that hopefully is helping somebody grow, think differently, trust themselves, get outside the box, be creative, right? All of those things. And so I want to just note this for you, that as you're sitting in your life and you're picking services or people to work with or places, people to read, whatever it is, look for their platform. Be looking for their platform. What do they stand for? Like what's in their hearts? Because that's really what it's built on, right? So I call it a foundation, but it's really what's in your soul. And so for me, and there's so many things that honestly right now I'm so tired that I'm probably missing some, but I wanted to bring those things forward for you to sit with, because I think that's really telling of what the energy is of what we bring. And I talk so much about energy. So obviously energetics is also one of the pieces of that foundation for me, is understanding and encouraging people to live into their own energy, understanding that they don't have to be a victim, but they can actually be a really active participant in guiding things in their lives rather than feeling like everything has to happen to you. Okay. So those are just some thoughts. And that was a biggie because, like I said, I think it's really the energy you're going to take away from people. So I would encourage you to be thinking about, what is your platform? What is your foundation? What are you built on? So that when you go out in the world, right? So why is this powerful? Well, this is really powerful because it's your juice. It's the energy someone's going to get when they're listening to you, or they're in your sphere, or they're working with you, collaborating with you, hiring you, whatever it is, that you want to show up face forward with that idea. Like, what is it about me that I want to share with the world, that I want to leave the world a different place? How am I going to do that? What's it going to look like? Celebration, joy, fun, laughter. We can learn and have a good time, right? We can learn and have a good time. Energy is crucial to our journey here. Let's be aware of it, right? Creativity, thinking outside the box. I'm a fucking rebel. I've been a rebel my whole life, my friends. I am a rebel. I'm a rebel with a cause. And so I have often gotten myself in trouble because I'm kind of the one that will call things out when they're not working. So that's part of my shtick, right? So, and high vibe. I mean, I come in, I'm high energy. Well, until I'm in meditation, and then I'm not. Then I'm like, okay. Then I bring in the Zen, right? Balance, connection. Connection's so important to me. Connection is the meaning of our lives. That's what we're doing here. Okay. So I want to just lay that out and get you kind of thinking, percolating. That might circle back. I'm just saying. Wink, wink. It might circle back. Okay. Book on Amazon. Hopefully coming. Free link. Watch for it. Pass it on. Okay. Please pass it on. Please feel free to share it. Super powerful. When you share and tag somebody and use the little arrows, you're like, hey, somebody might want to hear this. Huge deal. Okay. Because it gets the message out there. It gets that platform, my love and soul, and what I want to share with all of you out into the world. That is my goal. So the book, again, trying for that free link. I'm hoping it uploads by tonight so that it's up. It's already up and available, but I want to get you that free link. Okay. So if I can do that, I'm going to do that. 5 days. That's all you got. 5 days to hop in and get that sucker for free. Okay. So number 1. 2, Masterclass Wednesday, 7:30 to 9. Come and join me. Sign up, laughinglotuswellness.com. Again, that's laughinglotuswellness.com. Go get signed up, get your space. That's going to come in hot. You're going to see a lot of ads for it. Again, I swear to God, it will simmer down after I'm done. This next couple days is going to be really like busy. You're going to see some ads. And so please bear with me as I'm doing that. Again, just wanting to generate a lot of wisdom and insight that those things exist out there. And what happens is you don't all see the same shit. So unfortunately, as social people in social media, we have to sort of dole it out in mega doses because you're all not going to see it the same way or at the same time or in the same cycle. So we sort of have to inundate you. So please be patient with that. And then I'm going to have that summit coming up. I will talk in more depth and I will be advertising it when I'm done with the masterclass. This week I got it namaste. I got to get through this shit. So many things happening at one time. So many things. So look for that. I would love to see you in masterclass. Hope you'll grab that freebie. Like I said, can't wait to get you guys that link. That'll hopefully be coming out tomorrow. So the only reason that one is if there's some snag in it, and I'm not in charge of that, but I'll let you all know. You'll be looking for that. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. And what I really want you to be stepping into, okay, last thought, what I really want you to be stepping into is if you're out there and you're struggling and you're trying to make sense of things, or maybe you're doing pretty well, but you want to stay tucked in. I am telling you that all of these things are a part of self-care. And self-care is actually the foundation for any growth you're going to do in purposeful living. So I don't teach anything on accident. There's no accidents in the way that I layer what I do, how I present it. There's no accidents. And so I'm building this base for you to keep going on that journey. So if you've ever been tapped out, if you've ever been exhausted, if you ever wanted to give up, if you ever wonder what the hell you're doing here, if you're not quite sure all the time, if you're feeling really stuck, if you're feeling pooped, if you're feeling lacking inspiration, motivation, hope, direction, drive, compass, all the things, and really inspiration, we have work to do. And that's what I'm inviting you into. And to kick it off with some freebies is like really extra bonus. Okay. So that's why I want you to have these tools. They are my gifts to you. And I hope that they are useful and beneficial and that you will take something really powerful away, because by God, my purpose is to help you living into yours, period. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to offer for today. Want to drop it in there, let you all hopefully sink it in. If you have questions, please ask them in the comments. I welcome questions. And if you're curious about anything, again, feel free to ask. Super easy signups. You can watch for the link. I will try to make sure you guys get that free link for the book. And there's, like I said, some cool freebies within the book. So take a read. And then I also want to invite you over to that website, which is laughinglotuswellness.com, to get signed up for that masterclass. I'm so excited. So that's what we're doing this week. And then we've got a summit coming, and I'm going to really bomb you guys with that too. I'm super excited to share that with you. Some huge, just incredible women, like incredible human beings coming in for you guys for that summit. It's going to be so awesome. And so we'll be talking more in depth about that, but I did want you to keep those dates in mind as you're heading into November. That's the 9th, 10th, and 11th, the 16th, 17th, and 18th, I believe. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The dates, I have so many dates in my head right now. I'm like, oh my God. So, but if you also get in my email list, and I will throw this out there, that something that's really smart to do. If you're following along and in meditation or coaching or all of it, it's really smart to go in and get in my email list, because that's where I make announcements almost always first. And sometimes I also will drop in freebies and neat things for people in my email list, just because you're subscribing and because you're really hanging out with me. So I do recommend subscribing to the email list so that you can get first dibs. So when things roll out, the very first people that I tell always is my email list, unless something really weird happens. Otherwise, my email list has heard about some of this stuff going on for weeks now. So they're always going to get first dibs. So I really recommend getting in there. If you haven't, I suggest that as well. Again, website, super easy. You'll see newsletter, go in, whatever the heck it says, but you subscribe, super easy to do it. Again, trying to make it as easy and accessible as possible. Come on over and join me and subscribe to my email as well, so I can make sure you're getting those things. So for today, thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to hop in. I could, and I'm going to do some Flat Stanley ads for this too, but I really wanted to celebrate. This is a really big deal, and this was a lot of work, but really, truly, I'm super excited about getting this out there to the world and allowing you all to take it in and give it a try, see what you think. Again, if you take advantage of that book, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a review. That's going to be a really big deal on Amazon. And so hopefully I can get you guys the link for that freebie by tomorrow. That's my goal. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. So you'll be looking for that, and I will be looking for you. I will be looking for you in the masterclass on Wednesday evening from 7:30 to 9, that's Central Standard Time. I'll let you do the math either way, but I hope to see you there and share some time with you guys on Wednesday evening as well. So until then, you guys, sending you blessings, love, and light. This is Jen from Laughing Lotus Wellness, supporting you on your purpose to journey. And I cannot wait to share all of this stuff with you guys that's coming up. It's so exciting, and I have so much fire for it. And I hope to really make an impact in your journey in some way using some of that material. So I can't wait to share space with you guys. All right, guys, mwah. Take care. We'll see you guys next time, and take care of yourselves until I see you on Wednesday. Wink. See you then.